Hey everyone, welcome back. So today what I wanted to share in regards to the archive is some of the decisions that we're making with materials that were left behind. So in the past, I know that we've definitely talked about like the glazes and what we've had to do with that. But then there's also, actually I don't know if we really got into the complexities of conversations around what we do with all the pottery that's been left around here. So I'll just do a mental note that I'll go back through the videos and just see what it was that I actually said, and then maybe kind of catch us up if anything's changed on that end. But one of the materials here that I've been dealing with for a couple of weeks now is the clay. There, to no surprise, is quite a bit of clay that Jeff had here in the studio. All of it is white clay. I don't think that I have come across any kind of brown stoneware, just anything that had colorant to it. So primarily what I've come across are variations of a stoneware, and that's what's in these bags over here. So it has, see here, it says on the side, reclaim junk inside. So I don't know if you just call it the clay junk or if there's actually stuff in there I got to look out for. But then there's reprocessed clays, and then what I have in this tub are some sticks of stoneware, white stoneware, that he had processed through his mixer and then his pug mill, and then thus it dried out. So I broke the pieces up, put them in here, and added water. I guess I should note that right now the pug mill is not working. There's some pieces to it that have seized up and some gaskets that suffered some dry rot. So I do want to get that up and running because this whole process is, I don't want to say tedious. It is laborious. I would like to get through this a little quicker, but I can't do that with the pug mill now. So what I'm doing though is I've been documenting all the clay that we've found so that we know what was here. So what types of clay, what condition it was in, and the volume. But now that it's been accounted for, unlike what we've experienced with the glazes where there's a whole lot of unknowns, with this I can actually use it, and that part's been a lot of fun. What you can see here is an interesting part of that project, because I would say an overwhelming majority of the clay that was in the studio was clay that he had mixed himself. But this right here is commercial clay, and the reason I know that is because it came in that telltale like cube in a bag, that white clear bag. And for those of you in the ceramics world, you know it comes in that rectangular brown cardboard box. So there was nearly 2 full blocks of this, and it was labeled cone 6 porcelain, which initially would cause some pause, because what we know from talking with Jeff's friends and colleagues, and then just from what we've seen here in his notes, is that Jeff fired exclusively, at least in this building, I think, to cone 10. But what I do know about this Cone 6 commercial porcelain is that it does handle Cone 10 temperatures. So I just had some of this myself that I made some mugs and fired it in our wood kiln at the college, and the pieces look stunning. There was no like deforming or slumping or anything like that of the pot. So I'm going to reclaim this and put it in the rotation because I feel it's something that's safe to use. And I think that's about it. So what you can kind of see here in the bottom frame is the various buckets that I've got going on. If the bags were labeled differently, then they go into a different bucket. But then like this bucket right here, and then there's one over there, they were ones that Jeff had put his scraps in. So I have photos of that, and then I just added water to it, and I'm letting it slake down, and then I'll eventually get the excess water out and then use it again. I don't know if it's going to be helpful I don't know if it's going to be helpful for the archive to show what these clays look like fired, specifically because I know chances are I won't be firing them in the same environment that Jeff did, but maybe I will just to have it there. What I've learned about archiving is that whether you think it's valuable or not, you should include it because someone down the road might see value. So we'll see. But yeah, so that's what's going on today. The downstairs is looking fantastic. I know I do want to do a video here shortly about the incredible collection of bats that Jeff had accumulated. So maybe I'll do that in a future video as well. But just things are moving along, still slowly, but the progress each week is very clear. It doesn't feel like we're spinning our wheels, and that part's exciting. But yeah, that's it. So thanks for hanging out, and I hope to see you again soon. Cheers.